I 100% believe this person tapped into something dark, something very evil. That's what I think. They want what I have or to be me. And this is gonna sound creepy, but maybe even to take my place.
All right, let's do this.
I'm ready.
All right, so when did this all start?
This happened, this all started in 2024, April. And I guess that's when I started to realize all of the weird things that were going on. And I mean, who honestly would think that they would be in this type of situation, you know? Like, to be put in harm's way or to be, I don't know how else to describe it, but like in a weird position to where you feel like you're not safe, I guess. That's how I would say.
So when did you first realize that something was wrong?
I first realized something was wrong when I noticed like this person was acting really strangely and doing everything that I wanted to do. Like, for instance, this person was never really into the type of things that I'm into or the things that I like to watch. And I noticed like this person would, I guess, try to emulate me, imitate me. I don't really know if it was like an obsession or at first I thought it was like a way for them to get closer to me, I guess, and bond with me because we were never really that close. You know how sometimes you're just like automatically put into a bubble with someone just because of whether you're related to them or, you know, because of the people you keep around or the friendships or something like that. But that's pretty much when I realized that something was wrong. The like just the odd things that would be said. Like normal people wouldn't say some of these things and just be like totally negative with everything regarding yourself and other people that you may know. So I would say that's when I first realized that something was really like strange. Besides having the dreams.
When did the dreams start?
The dreams started almost immediately right after that. One of the first dreams I remember having was like it almost paralleled exactly to something that happened right after I had the dream, where I had on a pair of shoes, and the shoes that I had on in my dream, someone was trying to steal them, and they were trying to wear them, and it wasn't theirs. And I was upset in the dream, and I tried to figure out who did it, and who had my shoes. And then like the next day, or like the following couple of days after I had that dream, and I came in contact with said person, and they immediately mentioned those same shoes that I had in the dream, that someone stole them. But I know people on the outside looking in would be like, well, what's the big deal? People would be like, what's the big deal? They're just mentioning your shoes. But I've worn these shoes repeatedly around this person for like weeks straight, probably a month or so. And they never mentioned it until I had the dream. So yeah, but the dreams started almost immediately after I realized something was off, and like off with this person. And I started getting dreams, and It's like soon as the dream started, they wouldn't stop after that. Like, and I've been dreaming my whole life, but never had any dreams to this extent or this like repeated dreams of the same person. I've never had that happen though. My dreams involving this person are very dark, violent, aggressive in nature. I'm always being attacked by this person. They're either trying to attack me, kill me, attack my loved ones, or mainly do harm to me. And and when I say violent, I mean like so violent and aggressive to where I can't even sleep when I wake up because it bothered me that much. Like, you know what I mean? Very, very violent, very aggressive, very just off putting to any normal human being, I would say. I think the dreams started to like let me know what's going on, to open my eyes, basically to warn me. That's why I think the dream started. I believe that God opened my eyes and wanted me to see what was going on and see that I was in danger, to remove myself from a certain situation involving a certain individual. And that's when the dream started, and they still, they started to let me know that. Basically, I think to warn me, definitely to warn me, to show me what it is.
So, what do you think that you were being warned about?
I think I was being warned about this person and their motives, really. The motives behind why I was there around them in the first place. The motives behind how they really feel about me. The motive behind how they really feel about other people I'm close to. I was warned about all of that. Everything was revealed to me about this person and what they're trying to do. Like, it sounds crazy, maybe, but I can't describe it. But I know I was being warned.
Are you afraid of this individual?
I'm definitely not afraid of this individual. I am not fearful. Only thing that makes me fearful before in the beginning were the dreams, because of, like I said before, they were so violent and aggressive towards me. How would anyone feel when you're always getting attacked or, by someone in a dream with a weapon or them threatening to harm you? Of course, that will make you be afraid, but of this person in general, no. But I would say I have enough clarity to keep my eye on this person, even if I come in contact with them in real life. I have my eye on them definitely, but definitely not afraid. Never.
Okay, so just to clarify, it was your idea to conceal your identity. So, for the record, like, why did you want your identity to be concealed?
I wanted my identity to be concealed because of the fact that, like I said, not afraid of this person, but I guess out of respect for other people that may be involved, although I am at the head of the whole thing, I believe. But yeah, to conceal it because I guess in a world that needs everything to be proven, I guess if you don't have like the actual physical proof, then it doesn't matter and no one may believe you, and this person won't ever admit to what I know anyway, so what's the point?
What is the strangest incident that you can recall?
The strangest incident that I can recall, wow, there's so many of them. I have a couple actually. One of the strangest incidents I can recall is Like, for instance, after some of these things happened and I kind of stepped away from this individual, I would be talking about this person in some situation that happened, and like they would instantly call or text while I'm talking about them, or like how I would have a dream about that person. Like one time I had a dream about that person in the morning, maybe like 6 a.m. and then I woke up and that person called me around like 9 or 10 o'clock, and I thought that was really creepy, like really weird. I have plenty of strange incidents. There's a lot of them, but I'd be here all day telling you about these incidents. Mainly though, the whole phone thing is like this person knows when to call and things like that. Very weird.
Wow. So, with what I know from what you've told me prior to the interview, do you feel, or should I say, do you believe that this individual is or was involved in voodoo or any type of witchcraft or anything?
Do I believe this person is involved in voodoo? Interesting question. I honestly can't say for certain, but I will say I know that this person has gotten themselves into something that they, I won't say can't undo, but I will say they probably don't want to undo, if that makes sense. But I think it is a possibility that they could have gotten into voodoo. Who knows? I realize now in this life that anything's possible, so yes, they could have.
Okay, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Tell me about the bones that you found in your backyard. Tell me about that.
Oh, the bones. The bones in my backyard. Can't remember if this was 2024 or last year, but anyway, I was outside mowing the lawn in my backyard, and this is still while everything's going on, everything's weird with this person. It's been so many things going on. Like, I've been under spiritual attack, spiritual warfare, bad dreams every night, just like someone's constantly trying to get me spiritually, and it's just been like losing sleep, just, you know, other loved ones going through things. It's like full on attack. And then it's like when we resist this person, they become angry and weird things happen. Like, let's say if we all come together, certain individuals, and we say we're not going to talk to this person, or, you know, we're going to cut this person off because of all the weirdness. And then I found bones in my backyard, kind of pushed up against my house in the grass. And yeah, I don't know what kind of bones, but very weird. And then back to your voodoo question, when you look up like what it means when you find bones in your yard, the first thing is that, you know, it says voodoo. So you can do what you will with that. Yeah, but that's the bones in the yard.
That's really creepy. I don't know what I would have done if I found bones in my backyard. Okay, so for those that don't know, that may be watching this, can you tell me what are familiar spirits?
Familiar spirits are basically, in a nutshell, demonic entities or supernatural, whatever you want to say. I say demonic.
It's very demonic.
They are sent to monitor people.
Right, like monitoring spirit is about the same, right?
You know, watch what you have going on, to see what you're doing, to listen in to what you're doing, to get you off course, cause destruction, things like that. Just basically like spies, you know, sent to see what you're doing, what you got going on, so the evil people, the demons, the whoever can, you know, get you off your course. Everything with that is about deception. Yeah. There's a form of like witchcraft also. Witchcraft, voodoo, whatever, same difference.
So, I'm gonna ask you straight up. Do you think this individual has tapped into something evil or dark, or even like the unknown?
I 100% believe this person tapped into something dark, something very evil, something, I don't know, something very weird in office with this person, and it's all because of being unhappy with their own life. So they want what everyone else has, especially myself and other people I'm close to. So, like, it's just like when people want to be famous and they'll do certain things to conjure up this fame. Some people will do anything. They will give up whatever. They will sacrifice their own loved ones for that fame. So this is another instant. This person may not physically or spiritually sacrifice anyone, but sacrifice themselves and, you know, their relationships and things like that just to get what they want, you know?
So let's talk about, let's go back and let's talk about the birds.
Oh, the birds.
Tell me about the birds that just tell me about the birds.
The birds are a little worse than the bones that I found. The birds were dead on my front steps, porch, whatever, and I actually was outside doing some things, and then I went around to the front of the house and I saw dead birds out there. And this is literally after this huge incident involving this person and them doing some form of trickery. I won't even get into that, but after all this craziness and me and my other close people to me trying to figure out what's going on, this person devised this plan that got us all confused and off track. And then, like, a few days later, there were dead birds. And I have a big window in my living room, but I have trees everywhere in the front, so there's no way the birds could have actually like flown directly to hit the window and fall. So it's very weird and eerie, and that honestly did spook me a lot. I don't want to use the word afraid, but I will say spooked. So that's the whole thing with the birds.
That is insane. So you allege that this individual often tried to feed you even when you didn't want the food, correct?
Right.
Okay, so do you believe, just in a nutshell, straight up point, I'm just jumping right in, do you believe that you were poisoned?
Yes.
Why?
There have been instances of this person trying to constantly feed me food that I, do not want. Like it became obsessive with asking, like, you know, are you hungry? Do you want to eat something? To the point of like getting upset when I don't want something. So that's another thing that I thought was weird, and I stopped eating this person's food, as you know. So straight to the point, do I believe that I was being poisoned? Yes, I do. And I had a dream that this individual specifically told me that they were putting something in the food, and that no one will believe me, and there's nothing I can do about it.
That's bold.
So yes, I 100% believe that was happening.
Wow. What do you think that they want, or who?
I think they want, I don't know whether to be me or to have all the love that I got, you know, that I receive, or to have, I'm not sure, but I know it's me. It's like they want to be number one at everything. They want the relationships, they want the friendships, they want the things that I have that make me happy, you know, and like looking at it from on the outside, it's like, well, what do I have that you want so much? It's the simple things that this person wants. They want to feel the love that I receive, and I guess they have their own issues that they have to deal with within themselves, but that's what I think. They want what I have or to be me. And this is gonna sound creepy, but maybe even to take my place.
What makes you a target?
Jealousy.
Jealousy? Can you explain?
Like I said, they want everything that I have or the love that I receive. Jealousy is a lot of what goes on in relationships that don't last or fail, is that people are jealous of other people and what they have, and things like that. And that's something that people need to deal with on their own. If you're unhappy in your life, I have nothing to do with that, but it's 100% jealousy. And yeah, jealousy.
Describe your scariest dream.
Wow. My scariest dream, I think for me, I've had a lot of them, but the scariest dream for me is that the person was telling someone else in my dream that they killed me. Yeah. Or that they did some harm to someone else that I love dearly.
That is scary. Do you think that your dreams really mean something?
I 100% think my dreams mean something. I think that, like I said, they're warnings. They mean everything. Like I said, I've been dreaming for years. But not like this. This is a whole nother level of dreams. And I know they mean something because me and other people that have been affected by this, we're dreaming at the same time about the same person, about the same thing. And sometimes in the dreams we're in the same place. So I know this is real.
How many people do you think that this person have in their web? Like, that they basically, how many people do you think that this person has, like, under a spell, maybe? If, you know what I mean? That's what I mean by web.
I think this person has at least 4 people in their web.
4? That's a lot.
And what that means is, like, they really can't see what's going on, or they don't want to see. You know what I mean? Like, what is a web? It's from a spider, and when you're in a web, you're stuck, You're stuck in there, and once you're in there, it's hard to get out. So that's kind of what it is. But yeah, at least 4 people right now that don't really want to see, or, I don't even want to say can't see. They just don't want to.
Have the dreams stopped? And how do you deal with this? Like, with everything, the dreams and what comes with it, everything. Like, how do you deal with it?
The dreams have not stopped. They stopped for a while, and I thought that everything was okay and over, but, like, God said, slow down, they're not over. It's almost like last year, 2025, they slowed down a little. 2024, it was just rapid, like, constant. And then now, maybe towards the end of last year until now, it's like they pick back up, like they never stopped. And it just lets me know that this battle is still ongoing, and I'm tired. As much as, I want this to be over with, I don't know, but no, they haven't stopped. And the only way I deal with this is praying. I used to let it consume me a lot. I used to let it take over my mind, like, all the time. But I can't do that. And if I do, it gets me off my course. It gets me off of the things I need to do in the life and the path and what I'm trying to go after in the life I'm trying to create for myself. And I can't let it consume me. And yes, sometimes I still think about it, but it doesn't consume me as much. But I deal with it by praying and just letting go, trying to at least.
With everything that you've been through, do you think anyone believes you?
I do think people believe me. It's about 4 people that believe me. that know exactly what's going on, and of the four, it's at least one or two people that really are involved in it also as much as I am. But those are the only ones that I think really do believe me. A lot of people don't believe what they can't see. They don't believe what they don't understand or what they won't open their eyes to, or I don't want to say it's ignorance because everybody doesn't have the knowledge, you know what I mean? But like at some point, if I'm constantly telling you this over and over, warning you about an individual, and you refuse to listen, it's no longer my concern. You do with it, you know, however you want to deal with it is no longer in my hands. And I don't know, people don't like to believe you without having proof. But like I stated earlier in the interview, if you're constantly having bad dreams about an individual for over a year that they're trying to get you and people that are close to you, then what does that mean? That means you won't trust that person, correct? Right. So, with that being said, I have a few people that believe me, and the other ones, you're on your own.
Why are you speaking out now? After it being almost 2 years, why now?
I'm speaking out about it now because it needs to be talked about. I many times wanted to confront this person and tell you I know what you're doing. I know that you're trying to hurt me. I know that you're trying to, do things to me, attack me. People think that because it's not physical that I'm not in harm's way or it's okay, but sometimes the spiritual attacks are worse than the physical because that's your soul, that's your spirit being attacked because of who you are. I'm being attacked because of how strong I am spiritually and how I am as a person. I'm very firm on what I believe and what I stand on, and the fact that no one can shake me or make me do what they want me to do or try to take me off my path and my destiny is what makes me so strong and why I'm being attacked in the first place. I don't know how else to explain it. And for those who are looking in that might not know exactly what's going on, I don't even want to get into all the details because that's not important. Me going down and telling you every little thing is not important. What is important is that I know what God told me and what He's shown me, not only me, but other people, how weird this person is. And it has been told by another person that's very highly spiritual that this person has gotten themselves into some very evil, dark stuff, and that it's about me. And what else do I have to say? There's nothing else to say. All the details don't matter. They don't matter.
Well, I'm glad you're speaking out about it. Lastly, what have you learned, and what do you want people to take from your situation? What has all this taught you? If anybody else is going through a similar situation like this, or just anything, what do you want people to take from what you went through?
What I've learned from this is that you can't even trust people that you thought you could trust. You can't trust people that you've known for a very long time. I've learned that the people that smile at you and you think would have your back are the main ones that's secretly trying to destroy you. They're jealous. This experience has made me not trust anybody the way I used to. It's made me take a step back and isolate myself from certain individuals. I just learned that you can't trust anybody. You can't put anything past anyone. Everybody is not looking out for you. Everybody doesn't have good intentions. And I just want people to see that and understand that. You cannot trust everybody. It hurts to talk about it because of people that just brush it off like, it's not a big deal. This is something I've been dealing with for 2 years almost, and I'm just tired. Sometimes I just want to move away from all of it and just go somewhere where nobody knows me, That's yeah, that's all I got.
Wow.
Are we done? Because I can't talk about this anymore.
I have no more questions, and I appreciate you sitting down with me and taking the time to talk about this real life nightmare that you've been dealing with for almost 2 years now. So I thank you. We're out. Am I dreaming, or is this really my reality? Am I making up things, or is God really speaking to me? Yeah, dreams turning into nightmares, but does anybody really care? Nah, they don't care. Outsiders looking in, trying to tell me how to feel within. Outsiders looking in, trying to tell me how to feel within. Man, I just want to win. Yeah, I just want to win. My mind playing tricks on me again. My mind playing tricks again. I just want to win. I just want to win.